You have reached the Alaska Marine Highway Systems Reservations Department. Your call is important to us, so please stay on the line and your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
So this is our tiny camper. We call it the Adventure Wagon, and this is what we're going to drive all the way to Bellingham, Washington, where we will board a ferry to Haines, Alaska, and then drive it on into Anchorage. So this is going to be our home for about the next month. I just wanted to give you a little tour. You can see we have our potty and our refrigerator and our coffee pot. And we're currently emptying it all out. We've taken the beds, all of our stuff, so we can prep it for what we will need just in Alaska. Another one of our preparations for cold winter driving and getting Sparky and the Adventure Wagon to Alaska is that we are putting brakes on the trailer. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. Johnny, do you want to give them a synopsis how brakes on a trailer goes?
You take the hub off and you bolt the hub with brakes on.
So anyway, we're putting brakes on the trailer so that we'll have double the stopping power.
Preparing for our Alaska trip, we have decided to mount the generator on the side of the Adventure Wagon. So I have built and welded a metal box for the bottom of it, and now I am spacing it out to weld it to the Reece hitch. Previously, for the kayak holder, I had welded a Reece hitch receiver onto the frame, and since we won't be needing the kayaks in Alaska, we're going to turn this into a generator mount.
Today's project, getting our camper ready for our Alaska trip. We're insulating the bottom of it. We're using this 2-inch thick foam board here. We're going to glue it up under it. This insulation board has an R rating of 10, so that's good. When we built this camper, we insulated the top and we insulated the sides, but we didn't need to insulate the bottom because we don't do a lot of cold weather camping. However, now that we are, the bottom is going to need to be insulated. So when we built our tiny camper, we pulled the floorboard out of the cargo trailer, and I painted it with a rubbery tar type material, and it has really held up under here. We did that so that when we go through mud and water, we didn't want the board to be exposed. So covering it with the tar material, I think I bought it at Home Depot, was a great idea. So I am currently de-rusting the bottom of the trailer. So we love to take our trailer to the Outer Banks. It gets in salt out there, and of course we wash it, but it's gonna have a little bit of rust. So right now I am spraying some de-ruster stuff. Right here it is. And then I'm using a little brush, and I'm just trying to get as much rust as I can off, and then I'll repaint it before we put the insulation in. So we have finished up the trailer. We think it is ready for Alaska. So some of the things that we did is we added this new cargo carrier at the top, and this has things in it that we don't necessarily always need to get to. Has our backpacking stuff, that kind of thing. Let me show you what we did with the generator and the tire.
So in Alaska, we're going to be doing a lot of remote camping or dispersed camping. So we did weld a generator holder. I had a Reece hitch receiver prior to this that we had to hold the kayak originally. So I welded up a generator holder. It's going to hold the generator, the spare tank in our gray tank, and it fits right into the Reece hitch receiver. Originally we had the spare tire on the top, and we decided to move it down so we could use the top for the cargo bag, and we mounted the spare tire to the front of the trailer. We got it on a little ledge there so it's holding up and completely out of the way.
And one of the most important things we did to get ready for the cold weather in Alaska was insulate the bottom. Probably the most important was adding the brakes to the trailer. And then also Sparky got some chains. He got fitted for chains, so he's ready for snow and ice. We are about to embark on a grand adventure. My husband's a nurse. We're gonna travel nurse in the state of Alaska. We live in the state of Georgia. So we're about to take a trip from the state of Georgia all the way up to Alaska. Now here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna drive the southern route through Texas. We're gonna take in some national parks. Big Bend National Park is on our to-do list. The Alamo, we're gonna go on over. We're gonna go through California. And when we get to California, we're gonna go up to Washington. Now we have to be in Bellingham, Washington, February 22nd, where we will board the Alaska Marine Highway ferry, us, our Jeep, our dog, our trailer, and then it's going to take us on into Alaska, where they will drop us off at Haines, Alaska. In Haines, Alaska, we've got to drive on into Anchorage, but it's going to be an adventure of a lifetime. We have chains, we've prepared the camper, we're ready. We're ready for this. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
He's going to be doing the 10-hour day driving. Me and Chewy are going to be his support people in the passenger seat. So again, like and subscribe if you want to follow along on this grand adventure with us.
Is sleeping supporting?
Yes. Yes.